A very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. This is Shafiq Ahmed, and you're all welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Let's Learn Together. So, my dear students, we have discussed in our class up to here, I think this one, that people in India are living under the different categories: upper class, lower class, upper caste, and even different type of people are celebrating different type of religions, celebrating different type of festivals, and they are offering namaz in the masjid. People are going, Christians are going to the church, Sikhs are going to the Gurudwara. So we all discussed in our previous class, and we also discussed about the festivals that like Onam is celebrated in Kerala, Holi, Diwali, and Chhat are celebrated in Bihar. And we also discussed about the holy books. Hindus are having the holy book as Ramayana, the Gita, the Vedas, the Puranas, while the Muslims are having their holy book as Quran, and the Sikhs are having Guru Granth Sahib. So you can see this diversity. There is a huge diversity in India, that I would like to tell you that India is the only country which is having this type of huge diversity in its country. No other countries is having such a huge diversity, and इतने differences, इतने type के लोग जो हैं वो इंडिया के अलावा और किसी देश में नहीं है. This is the country where different types of people of different religion, people of different faith, and people of different beliefs are living together and enjoying the celebrating the festivals of one and another together. In the people of India are celebrating the festivals together with the other people also. Means you can say Holi is celebrated not only by the Hindus but also by the Muslims and other religion people also. So likewise, the Eid is also celebrated by the Hindu persons also. So we in India are living together and celebrating all the festivals together. We don't have any differentiation among us, है ना. यहाँ के लोग सब एक मिल कर रहते हैं, सारे festivals को एक साथ मनाते हैं. This is the diversity in India, and this is the unity in this particular diversity. इतने diversity, इतने changes, इतने different होने के बाद भी लोग एक होके रहते हैं. This is known as unity in diversity. People are united together, even there are different type of religions and beliefs and customs and traditions, लेकिन फिर भी लोग एक साथ रहते हैं. Now our next topic is what are the things that are promoting this diversity. ये diversity को और आगे कौन से ऐसी चीजें हैं जो बढ़ा रहा है. What are the things which are promoting diversity in India? Let us see. That is our new topic over here. You can see this particular table, है ना. What this table is showing, this is showing the population according to the religion, and this is according to the 2011 census. And 9 years ago this type of census was conducted. Census में क्या होता है, लोगों के बारे में पता किया जाता है. Different type of the information are collected from the whole India, that what type of people are there, what religion are they following, and what are their beliefs, and how many members are there in their family, what are their occupations, what are their qualifications. यानी ये सारे information census में collect किया जाता है in every 10 years. So it was last done in the year 2011. और next कब होने वाला है after 10 years, that is in 2021. Means the process will start in this year 2020 में start हो जाएगा process, and it will be completed by 2021. So this census will also, again new census will come, and we will again know according different type of religion of the people and their occupation, their qualification. So now we have to look after the census of the 2011, because that is the last known data of our country. Let us see that data. According to the religion, it is given over here in percentage. The Hindus are in India 79.8%. That is according to the 2011 census. क्या है, हिंदू लोग कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पर इंडिया में? 79.8%. मीन्स आउट ऑफ 100% देयर आर ऑलमोस्ट 80%. 80 लोग जो हैं, 100 में से 80 लोग, कितने लोग, वो लोग कौन से रिलीजन फॉलो करते हैं? हिंदुइज्म. सो दैट इज द census saying 2011 census. Next, Christians 2.3%. ओके यानी कि हर 10 आदमी में से 2 या 3 आदमी क्रिश्चियन है. आउट ऑफ एवरी 10%, out of every 2 people, there are 2 to 3 people are Christians. And Buddhists, you can see not even 1% out of 10, means half percent. So चलो कोई बात नहीं है. Others 0.7. Muslims 14.2%. यानी कि almost 14% are there out of 100%. They are Muslims. So this is the second largest majority of the population, or you can say the followers of the Muslims in India. First is Hindus, they are almost 80%, 79.8. Second are the Muslims, 14.2. Third are the Christians, you can see 2.3% are the Christians. Buddhist, fourth is the Sikh, you can see 1.7%. And fifth कौन है? 0.67%. ये जो है लेस देन 7 है, तो फिफ्थ ये अदर्स में आ गए, एंड सिक्स्थ ये बुद्धिस्ट, और सेवेंथ में जैन्स आ गए. यानी दिस डेटा, व्हाट वी गेट फ्रॉम दिस डेटा, दैट द मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया आर फॉलोइंग द रिलीजन ऑफ हिंदुइज्म, एंड आफ्टर देम द मुस्लिम्स आर देयर व्हिच आर मेकिंग, दे आर मेकिंग 14.2%. तो इससे ये हम लोगों को पता चल रहा है that you can see over here that there is a variety of people living in this country, a large number of people, or you can say different people are enjoying or practicing different religions in India. This data is showing. Even then, जब भी जरूरत पड़ता है, when there is a need, all the people become one, they all form unity. सब लोग एक हो जाते हैं अगर कोई भी परेशानी आती है, if there is an issue. Like nowadays, during lockdown, everyone is equal nowadays. Everyone is following the rules and regulations of the country nowadays, you can see. So this is the unity in the people, among the people of India nowadays. So this type of unity always shown off when there is a need of unity. So that is the greatest power the people of India is having over here, that even there is so much different type of people enjoying different type of religion, enjoying different type of festivals, even they are united together. That is the most powerful weapon that our country is having in India. Let us see more. Although Hindi is the official language, see, it is written clearly that Hindi is the official language but not the national language. Hindi is the official language, and India is believed that India is having 1652 mother tongues, and 1652 different type of language are available in India. But out of them 1652 mother tongues, only there are 33 languages which are spoken by people over a lakh. यानी 1 लाख से ज्यादा लोग ऐसे हैं जो बोलते हैं 33 different type of languages. There are 33 languages which are spoken by more than a lakh of people, है ना? So you can say these 33 languages are the major languages which are followed in India. But out of total, there are total 1652 languages present in India, mother tongues. Like someone is having a mother tongue Hindi, someone is having English, someone is having Urdu. So you might be also having your different mother tongue. Mother tongue क्या बोलते हैं, किसको बोलते हैं? The language which your ancestors have followed, which your mother is following or speaking. The child used to learn from their mother and father parents. So there are 33 spoken languages which are being spoken by over a lakh of people. Now let us move ahead. What is it saying? That the history of this many places are having cultural effects. Influence means what? Effect. Are having cultural effect which help to shape life and culture in India. See, different type of culture are there, different type of people are living or enjoying different type of life. Everyone is not dressing in the same dress, everyone is not eating the same food, but even then they are united. See here, religions became very diverse There are many religion. The regions became very diverse. Region means a particular area, and in that particular area, you can yourself see and identify that within a range of 2 kilometers or 5 kilometers, you might be having a different type of people following different type of religion, following different type of customs and कल्चर्स ट्रेडिशंस सबके अलग अलग हैं हो जाते हैं आप 2 किलोमीटर के अंदर ही देखेंगे रेंज में you will find a lot of diversity a lot of differences but even then they all are having unique history सबका अपना अपना हिस्ट्री भी होता है and that is unique also सबके अपने अपने कहानी भी होते हैं that is unique diversity also play a very important part है ना where the people are adapting themselves according to various climates है ना क्लाइमेट के हिसाब से भी लोग जो है अडेप्ट करते हैं अपने आप को दे यूज्ड टू चेंज देमसेल्फ अकॉर्डिंग टू द डिफरेंट वेरियस क्लाइमेट्स example for example let us see people who are living near the sea have different food habits जो समुंदर के किनारे रहते हैं है ना ओशियंस के किनारे रहते हैं those people who are living near the sea are having different food habit their different ways of dressing they are where dressing also or dressing sense are also different from the people if you will compare them with the people who are living in the plains such as we are living on the plains and those people who are living in the mountainous regions they will have different type of food habit they will have different type of dressing sense those people who are living near the sea what will be their favorite food fish will be their favorite food because it is easily available to the people who are living in and around the sea है ना जो लोग near around the sea those who are living near or around the sea their favorite food will be fish so the people who are living down the plains who are living in the plains they will have different variety of food habits but the people who are living in mountainous regions they will have different type of dressing sense also different type of foods because whatever will be available in the mountainous regions that will become their favorite food you can see over here a great example is there Bengaluru has a moderate climate means average climate means the Bengaluru is having such a climate which is neither too hot nor too cold बहुत ज्यादा गर्म भी नहीं होता वहां बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा भी नहीं होता that's why people hardly put on woolen dresses यानी वहां के लोग ना के बराबर है ना hardly means just not the people there do not wear woolen dresses in winter season because the winter is not so much harsh on them बहुत ज्यादा ठंड नहीं पड़ता वहां पर बेंगलुरु में so people are not using woolen dresses or you can say old people old man or aged man they used to wear aged men and women they used to wear woolen dresses but the young generation do not follow these woolen dresses because they do not feel cold because Bengaluru has a moderate means average climate average रहता है ज्यादा गर्म भी नहीं ज्यादा ठंड भी नहीं now Delhi has an extreme climate extreme मतलब ज्यादा होता है गर्म भी ज्यादा होता है there is more hot and more cold also so people wear light cotton clothes in summer season में लोग क्या wear करते हैं they are wearing light cotton clothes and they are wearing woolen clothes in winter because Delhi has an extreme climate and whatever the climate is very harsh on them ज्यादा होता है means if they in the summer season they will have a temperature of above 40-45 degree around and during the winter season they will have temperature around 5 degree 4 degree 2 degree है ना so this is the condition of Delhi and if you will compare it with the condition of Bengaluru then they are having different conditions so people in India are living everywhere where there is a variety of temperature a variety of seasons variety of dresses variety of fooding habits also now let us try to understand this one by comparing the life of the people in who are living in Punjab and life of the people in other places of Bihar like Bihar. See, Punjab was the cradle of Harappan civilization. Means Punjab is following, or you can say they are the followers of the Harappan civilization. The people of Punjab are the followers of Harappan civilization. The Aryans, that is also one of the group of people, a society of people who flourished there, है ना, who boomed up there, जो वहाँ पर Aryans सबसे पहले आए थे, and there before moving to Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, and later on those Aryan group of people moved to Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, but however they have moved from Punjab, Punjab से चले गए, but their culture are still there. They left their culture, tradition, their histories and there. Many races of people entered India from the northwest also, है ना, बहुत सारे लोग नॉर्थ वेस्ट में भी आए इंडिया से, इंडिया में, and many of them settled in Punjab for good. So many of the people settled in India from Nepal also, that is the northwest, that is from Pakistan also, that is the northwest, है ना. तो पाकिस्तान से, अफगानिस्तान से बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ के सेटल्ड हो गए. They settled over here in India, in Punjab mostly. And what they adopted? They adopted the local culture. Means they will have to adapt the local culture, because whatever, if they were living in Afghanistan or Pakistan, whatever, but if they are in Punjab, they will have to follow the local culture of Punjab and tradition. They will have to adopt, है ना, उनको वो चीज अपनाना पड़ेगा जो पंजाब के लोग करते हैं वही करना पड़ेगा, है ना. There is a famous proverb in English, while in Rome, do as the Romans do. यानी आप जिस कंट्री में जाएंगे, जिस जगह में जाएंगे, आपको वैसा ही करना होगा जैसा वहां के लोग करते हैं. आप कहेंगे कि नहीं मैं पंजाब में हूँ, मैं अमेरिका में हूँ, लेकिन मैं पंजाबी का तरह काम करूंगा, पंजाबी भाषा बोलूंगा, then it is not possible. You will have to adapt the language, adapt the culture and tradition, climate, everything you will have to adapt of that particular local place. So the people who came to India from other places, they adopted the culture and environment of India. They adopted the local culture. Okay. On the other hand, Bihar witnessed no such intermixing of people from different races and culture. लेकिन बिहार में ऐसा नहीं हुआ. बिहार में जो लोग हैं वो बहुत पहले से बिहारी हैं, है ना. None of the people have come over here in Bihar from other places, from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan. यहाँ से लोग बिहार में नहीं आए हैं. So Bihar is having their pure population. यानी कोई मिक्सचर नहीं है. लेकिन पंजाब में क्या है? There is a mixture of people in Punjab. Now let us see, move ahead. So the people of Bihar are not having mixture of different type of people. There is no mixture of race and cultures, है ना. सब एक जैसे लोग हैं यहाँ पर और बहुत पहले से रह रहे हैं बिहार में. Now let us see. Most of the Punjab gets moderate to little rainfall. अब क्या है ये कि पंजाब में रेनफॉल जो है वो एवरेज होता है या उससे नीचे होता है. The Punjab do not get a lot of rainfall. Means the rainfall is average or below average in Punjab, and that is why the soil is a mixture of sand and clay. यानी जितना ज्यादा rainfall होगा, whenever there is a more rainfall, then the rainfall will carry within itself clay, है ना. rainfall जो है अपने साथ क्या लेके आता है? clay. But if there will be no rainfall, if there will be less rainfall, then there will be less clay. So the soil will be a mixture of what? Sand and clay. So in Punjab, the soil is having a mixture of sand and clay both. And that is very good for the growth of the wheat, gehu. That is very good. Soil mixed with sand and clay is a very good for the growth of wheat. And that is why wheat is grown on large scale in Punjab. अब क्योंकि गेहूं ज्यादा होता है, wheat ज्यादा होता है वहां पर पंजाब में, that is why the daily diet, staple means the people who are taking daily, है ना, वैसे खाना जो डेली रोज खाते हैं लोग, है ना. So the staple diet of Punjab is chapati and dal. लोग ज्यादातर वहां पर दाल और रोटी खाते हैं because it is easily available on that place. But if you will compare with the Bihar, so Bihar gets moderate to heavy rainfall. Bihar में average rainfall, there is average rainfall and more than average also. देखो पंजाब में क्या था? Punjab is having average and less than average rainfall. But in Bihar, the rainfall is average and above average. So the rainfall carry a lot of clay, है ना, in the form of flood. During the monsoon season also, we can have floods in many places. During this monsoon, few months ago, the whole Patna was emerged into flood. There was water everywhere due to high rainfall, many very good rainfall. Even there are many places in Gaya which were also emerged into, and people you were using boat also. So Bihar is having sometime good rainfall also and more than average. So the soil of the Bihar is having more clay, है ना. Clay क्या होता है, rainfall के साथ जो है बहते हुए चला आता है. So Bihar is having more clay content in their soil, and that is good for what? That is good for growing paddy, that is rice, है ना, जो चावल उगाने के लिए बहुत फायदेमंद होता है, that clay. So the people of Bihar is having large scale production of paddy, that is rice. So the staple diet of the people of Bihar is what? Means the people of Bihar daily used to eat what? Rice, cooked rice. So you can see the differences. The people of Punjab are having chapati and dal as a daily diet, है ना, daily खाने में use करते हैं. The people of Punjab are using chapati and dal, but the people of Bihar are using cooked rice. So if someone will go from Bihar to Punjab, suppose your family shifted from Bihar to Punjab, you won't get a lot of rice in Punjab. Means you will have to change your habit of eating. You will have to adapt the local surrounding of Punjab. Whatever is available in Punjab, you will have to change yourself, and you will have to use that only. You cannot say, no, I am a Bihari, I will eat only rice, give me rice. So rice is not well available in Punjab. You won't get rice every day. So you will have to eat chapati and dal if you will shift from Bihar to Punjab. And if someone is shifting from Punjab to Bihar, then they will have to also change their habit of eating. They won't get every day this chapati, right? Because it is not, if they will get chapati over here, if they can get it, but it will be more costly. But in Punjab, the wheat is, you can purchase wheat at a less price. But in Bihar, wheat is not sold out in a less price. What you can get in Bihar at less price, you can get rice, because it is grown in large quantity over here. So this is the differences that I am talking about. Now our next topic is what? Kerala. A case study means we will study in detail about the Kerala state. And why we are selecting this state? Because you will get a lot of knowledge regarding this particular state. What are the things available? And that is really fascinating over there. Kerala, let us see. It is one of the state in the southwest corner of India. In the south, है ना, नीचे यानी कि मैप के नीचे साइड में आप देखेंगे टुवर्ड्स साउथ, और वो किस तरफ है? साउथ वेस्ट साइड में है ये केरला स्टेट. It is a narrow strip of land. Strip means part of land. It is a narrow, है ना, narrow यानी कि बहुत ज्यादा wide नहीं है, चपटा है. That is narrow strip of land, मतलब बहुत पतला जैसा लैंड है, बहुत छोटा ऐसा स्टेट, बहुत बड़ा स्टेट नहीं है ये. It is a narrow strip of land between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghat. और ये स्टेट इसके बीच में है, ये लैंड between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghat. Thousands of coconut trees and coconut palms cover the entire state. और इस स्टेट में सबसे ज्यादा क्या ग्रो होता है? The coconut trees and the coconut palm trees, है ना. These are very found in abundant, है ना, found in many more places. And the state Kerala is having a lot of beautiful beaches. You can see the photos also. See what a beautiful beach it is there. Let us plan and go there to enjoy our vacation after lockdown. So let us see what happened next. The beautiful beaches are there in Kerala, and there are many coconut trees are also there. It means that the conditions for the coconut trees are very favorable in Kerala. That's why we are having a lot of coconut trees available in the Kerala. And we know also that we can get coconut oil from coconut. So the people of Kerala, they mostly use coconut oil for their cooking in their kitchen. They means most of the people, ज़्यादातर लोग जो हैं, they use coconut oil for cooking purpose. And in Bihar, we are not using coconut oil because it is very expensive in Bihar. But coconut oil is less expensive in Kerala because there are a lot of thousands and crores of coconut trees available in Kerala. So it is easily available. Coconut oil is easily available in Kerala. So people are using it at a cheaper cost. And let me tell you, it is quite good for the health also, coconut oil. A number of spices, बहुत सारे spices यानी मसाला जो हम लोग खाने में इस्तेमाल करते हैं ना, what the spices that we use in our cooking, like cloves. क्लोव्स किसको बोलते हैं? लौंग बोलते हैं हिंदी में इसको। कार्डामोम्स है ना, जिसको इलायची बोलते हैं हम लोग हिंदी में। एंड पेपर हम लोग बोलते हैं इसको, ब्लैक पेपर भी बोलते हैं जिसको, है ना, दैट इज पेपर। Hope that you have liked the video, and we will meet again in our next video release of the tutorial. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the information of the next release of the tutorial. Please share it with your friends and others also. Thank you for the time being. Take care. Stay at home. Bye bye. Take care.